Hello? Hello? I had to wait to start. I should try timing with the new song, but then I tore my microphone off of its thing. Anyway, hi y'all. Hope you're having a good fucking Wednesday. Hi Dan. How's it going? Oh my goodness, y'all. What a fucking week. What a fucking year this week has been. It's going that, yeah, at least that's, we got that going on. Things, oh fucking hell. It's a scuffed Wednesday stream. What the fuck is happening with my hair? But yeah, things are going, and at least no countries are. Well, no, I can't even say that. I've gotten some stuff done that I needed to, so that's always good. Hell yeah. We love productive royalty. We love it. It's stuff that you're like, oh man, like, I should do this and it's not gonna take that long, but I still don't want to. Or you like still procrastinate on it, because I kind of did a little bit of that earlier today. And then I remember that I still need to do my taxes. Pretty much, yep. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Yeah, Gio and I were talking and he was like, oh yeah, taxes are due at the end of the month, right? And I was like, no! They're due in a week! And you still haven't done my taxes, let's go! I mean, that's... I know that there's... I don't know how many people that suggest this are actually doing it, but I've heard that there's a bunch of people that are protesting everything by not filing their taxes this year. Holy shit, oh my fucking god, is that Jard? Is that Jard? Eating chard? While being a bard? Oh my god. How the fuck are you? How you doing, Krungas? I am doing alright. I am doing. I got better sleep today than in previous days, so we got that going. We got that going on. How are you doing, Jard? Huge. This sounds like a good way to give the Feds an excuse to disenfranchise you, or, like, eviscerate you. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Dan and Jard, thank you for contributing to the goal. Oh shit. Wait, which one's winning right now? I think it's Super Mario Odyssey still. Or sorry, not Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Galaxy. It's pretty close. I am honestly kind of shocked that Skyward Sword is that far behind. I was expecting Hades 2 to win. Contribute maxing, you'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying things out with the community challenges, but I like this. I like this. I don't know. We'll have to see if we keep it, um but yeah, I'm excited for the next few games that are coming up. But yeah, no, I'm definitely filing my taxes this year. I'm filing my taxes this year. I'm not looking to get disenfranchised or or eviscerated or evicted. Um so yeah, I'll file my taxes. I think I'm supposed to get money back. Just based on stuff, but yeah. I don't know how protesting by not filing taxes is. I mean, it's one of those things again that I think everybody would have to do it, and not enough people are gonna not do it because they're scared. So yeah. Anyway, um, on happier topics, or I guess completely unrelated topics, y'all. I've been playing Blueprints. I've been mainlining Blueprints, and I'm and I don't know that I'm having fun. I don't know if y'all have ever like played a game and you're like, is this fun? Am I just hate playing this? I'm not having fun. I missed last stream, so I couldn't vote for Hades 2. No, I can't vote on behalf of y'all. This is all on y'all's. I can't rig shit. Um, but wait, Dan, you were having a picnic or something, right? I mean, I can't rig other shit, but have I hate played a game? I mean, I was telling Gio about because I'm playing Blueprints, right? And he came in while I was playing because I mean that I did I I I had way too many hours considering that I only started 2 days ago. But yeah, he came in and I'm like, dude, I know how League of Legends players feel now. I know how League players feel now, cause I'm just I can't put this game down. But I fucking hate it. I went to bed last night and I was like, I'm gonna fucking uninstall this shit. Cause this game is ass. I'm not. Well, no, yeah, I was thinking that. But like, it's not ass. It's not a bad game. I'm just not enjoying it. And then yet today I woke up and I was like, but what if I did one more run? What if I did one more run? Um, I don't know. It's an interesting combination, the roguelike, roguelite, and puzzle elements, I will say. I had a picnic a few days ago. Yeah, I remember because Comet, you mentioned that Comet prepared a picnic for y'all, which is super cute. I love that. We're gonna have crazy good weather this week, so I'm like, I need to make the most of it. She did. I love that. I love that. But yeah, it's I need to do something. Let me see, because it's supposed to end. It's supposed to end this week, and it's not gonna be the same thing. Um, yeah, it's supposed to be almost 70 degrees on Friday, and then this weekend it's gonna be rainy, and then it's gonna be warmer again come Monday. Which I'm just like, really? I guess we did have one good weekend last weekend, but yeah, we're getting this is the fall spring that we are allocated, that we are contractually obligated to lull us, to have in order to lull us into a false sense of security. So, holy shit. Oh fuck. Dart is streaking. Why? Why did that not show anything? Hello? Oh, I'm a dum dum. No! Why is this closed? Heck. I wasn't supposed to close this. Oh. The picnic was on Saturday? Was that the last time you streamed? Maybe it wasn't. I mean, it sounded like y'all had it on Sunday, but yeah. I'm butt ass naked as fuck. Congratulations on wearing your birthday suit on your not. Well. On your 70. On your 3/4 birthday. Sunday was BG3. You're so right! Did I stream before? I did stream before! Maybe I don't fucking remember. But yeah, I'm so excited for doing PG3 with y'all. Just fucking speaking of naked Jard, just fucking. I love how the first thing he did in the Nautiloid was just whoosh, like all the clothes just evaporate. Um. Also, I'm sorry that alert didn't come up, but Jard, holy shit, 65 stream streak. God damn. That's a lot. I wish that there was a streak for 69, but somehow I don't think that there's gonna be one. Um Let me see. Can I trigger this one? I'm gonna have to make bigger streaks. And that should show up. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's Kirby recreating what Jard has been doing. on here. Twitch isn't cool enough. Yeah. That's what happens when you lay off half your employees, and most of them are pretty fucking cool. Press and company excluded. I'm part of the uncool ones that got laid off. Wait, hold up. Let me see what okay. Glasses and hat. Oh, glasses did not reset. Oopsies. Can I hmm, hold up. Layoffs suck, man. They do. And the thing that sucks the most too is that there's been so many layoffs recently that everybody that's kind of left behind has that anxiety of that cloud of anxiety over their heads of just like, is today gonna be the day? Is a last minute meeting invite just a, like, is it just a reorg, or is it just, my unlucky slash lucky day? It's a very weird spot right now in tech and in general. I was talking about this with Gio earlier today because I'm like, I feel like we're approaching, if not fully in stagflation right now. And he was like, it's more complicated. And I'm like, it definitely feels like we're kind of there. I mean, I'm not a fucking economist. Thank fuck. But I don't know. Shit's fucking weird. But it's infinitely better because we have been blessed by our local quadricentenarian, Rachel. How the fuck are you? Thank you for contributing to Hades. I'm blushing. I'm just speaking the truth. I'm just spitting straight facts. I'm taking a break from the gaslighting just to speak my truth, to speak chat's truth. Rachel, I hope you're having a good one. Happy hump day. Happy hump day, y'all. It is that time of the week. It is that time of the week. Also, I hope Frankie's doing well too. He's I hope all of chat's cats are doing well. It doesn't feel like Wednesday. It sure has been a hell of a fucking year of a week. Also Texas are doing a week, speaking of. So happy crunching to do your taxes this weekend. Everybody. I guess maybe that's a good thing, or I guess one thing in favor of the weather being really fucking shitty this weekend. I did mine, let's fucking go! Did you get money back? I hope you got money back. But congratulations on doing it! Hell yeah! AKA my grandma, basically. Oh, nothing like asking Meemaw for... I did get money back! Humongous! Hell yeah, you win! I don't know what you win, but you win. I guess you win money back. Um, Wait, this is your is your grandma an accountant, or what the fuck is going on? I was usually the one that was like, oh, can you help me do taxes? Not with my grandma, because she'd lived in Venezuela and anyway. But no, my family was the one that was like, oh, like, no, actually, was it taxes or was it, no, it might have just been FAFSA. Former CPA, yeah. Oh, being close with or related to a CPA is the most clutch fucking thing ever. I personally have never been in that position, but Geo's Gio had a friend in Canada who was. So when he first moved to the US, he was like, "Ah, shit," because he had never done US taxes, and he always had help in Canada. She does taxes for the whole family. That's honestly better than cookies. I hope that y'all are just like, grandma. You don't have to worry about, you know, Christmas gifts. You don't have to, you don't have to fucking make cookies. Fuck cake. I just like every year of doing taxes is like 2 years worth of Christmas gifts. I mean, shit. Oh my fucking god, that's clutch as hell. Is it hard to become a CPA? Asking for a friend. But she likes to bake, so no matter how many times you tell her not to make the dessert, she won't stop. Oh my god, she's like, that sounds like an incredible grandma. I hope that she is incredible and not like, I don't know. She's amazing. Okay, good. God, I'm just thinking about I I took my wedding dress, y'all, to a tailor. And first of all, wedding dress alterations are so motherfucking expensive, which I knew it was gonna be expensive. But please tell me why the fuck? Why in the fuck was it somehow even more fucking expensive than I was already accounting for? Like I am speechless. But anyway, it was a nice older Eastern European lady that helped me out, and she was very cool, very chill, despite the fact that I mean, like, sometimes you don't know with people that are like, and sometimes you don't know. I think with older people, if their like the reviews tend to be more on the conservative traditional side, but she was pretty chill. Um until she like out of nowhere started talking about kids, and she was like, "Oh, don't be lazy. Have kids." And I like I just I like, ma'am, respectfully, I don't think people choose to not have kids out of fucking laziness. Like, I don't think it's the laziness. Um, but I didn't know what the fuck to say. I don't know what the fuck to say. Um, she has a lot of back pain, and if it gets back, she overworks herself. No! So for holidays, we'll be like, Grandma, we'll bring food, don't make anything. And then we show up, and she has made 7 different desserts for 7 people. Oh my god. She just loves baking, and I mean, food is her love language. Slash, like, acts of service, gift giving, kind of. That's so lovely. But yeah, I get it. At least, listen, there's other ways for that to manifest that are much more difficult to handle. Like, I have a story about that. There's gonna be Comet as a grandma. I feel like that's Comet already. Where she's like, "Oh, I'm not feeling so great. Let me bake 6 dozen cupcakes for 24 people." It's like, what? Girl, she's just, yeah. Last time I went to dinner with her, she loudly talked about how she can't wait for world leader to redact it. You mean for Canada's prime minister to get a really nice dinner with his partner? Yeah, yeah, absolutely, yeah. That's wild. I mean, this is why I don't have kids. But that's not why most people um don't, I assume. I mean, I think it's not just like a laziness thing. I think it's like a self-awareness thing, and I don't think people are like, I don't want all of that work. I think people don't want the work and the emotional, like kids. I don't think kids are for everybody. And if you are self-aware enough and lack the desire for them, there's no fucking reason to have them. If you're like, I don't want this badly enough and I don't think I would be good at it, why the fuck would you subject yourself and somebody who had no choice in existing to that? I don't. It's like, well done! If you think you're gonna be a bad parent, don't be a bad parent. Just don't be a dink. Or just fucking don't don't procreate or whatever. Preach. Yeah, I wasn't gonna argue with a Eastern European lady with scissors. That's a joke. Oh, I gotcha. I think the major contributors to any increase in childlessness is social permissibility and financial insecurity. Yeah, yeah. I mean, look. Everybody's always just like, oh, everybody that I know loves their kids and they're so happy with them. Well, yeah. How the fucking nobody's gonna open up over dinner anywhere saying I regret having my kids. I wish I could go back to my old life. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's fucking doing that other than in private internet forums. So, yeah. There's a whole Reddit thread for that. There's multiple subreddits for this. And for the record, even though I know pretty well where I stand, I am not part of any of them. Because even though I agree with a lot of the shit that's in there, I don't want to see all that negativity. But yeah, there's like, what I said, there's probably like a child free and then like actual child free and no snark child free. There's also like the fencers for people that are on the fence. Yeah, I mean, it's to me, look, it's a private choice unless it's directly impacting you. It's another one of those things that it's like, unless it's directly impacting you, you have no fucking say or opinion or reason to give a fuck about that. And wanting to be a grandparent is not directly impacting you, in my opinion. Like, so this is to say that the only people that should give a shit about whether you want kids or not are your potential romantic partner slash partners and your actual romantic partner slash partners. It's like, that's it. And maybe your doctor, just so that they're aware of whatever choices you want to make based around that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. Yeah. Um. But yeah, the crazy thing is when you meet somebody that you're like, oh, I think that if you had been born 20 years later, or, like sometime later, you would have not willingly had children, because, like, even though you did. Because I know one person who's like that, and it's like, oh, yeah, you probably would have made different choices, like, if you were in our generation. Like, yeah. Anyway. I like how we started off stream being like, oh, like, I don't want to, or I don't know, I'm just like trying to ignore everything that's happening this week, and I'm like, let's talk about something lighthearted. And then we switch to fucking reproductive rights and shit. Um, anyway, so it goes. So it goes. Um, how do we get on this topic? We were talking about blueprints and how I fucking I'm hate playing it, kind of. It's just not for me, gamers. But I kind of have beaten it, or like I'm so close to beating it, and it's like I don't eh. I don't know. It didn't grab me. Yeah. I've seen some people online comparing it to cryptic puzzles or cryptic crosswords, but I think it might be more endgame because basically once you beat the game, there's way more shit that happens afterwards. Um Without spoiling too much, but yeah, it's more of a resource management game than a puzzle game. Yeah, and it's more of a it's got so much RNG with the runs. Cuz I basically I mean, I had to look up so much shit because I was just like this is annoying. This is not, and some of the shit that I managed to solve has nothing to do with giving you clues for what is supposed to be the main objective of the game. So it's one of those games that kind of just like gives you like little trickles of information, but not all of it is relevant to the main puzzle that you're trying to solve. And then sometimes when you figure out information, or you like are able to solve a puzzle in your head or separately, you still need to wait for RNG to give you the right room. So I don't know, to me I'm like, I feel like this would tickle the brain of somebody who enjoys gambling. You know what I mean? Um which is not me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna beat it and then I'm gonna drop it and just move on to other games because good lord, I have too much. Again, the infinitely expanding backlog is infinitely expanding and I'm doing my best to shrink it. But yeah, and then there's also resource management and yeah, I it doesn't scratch the puzzle element and it doesn't I what I've heard is that if you enjoy puzzles, you're gonna struggle with the roguelite element. And if you like roguelites for the randomness RNG component, but like you might enjoy it. I'm playing a Sherlock Holmes games that I've really been enjoying. Ooh. Is it actually Sherlock Holmes? And does it have puzzles? Does it have puzzles? Because bitches love puzzles. And I'm bitches. Yeah. I don't know. I'd even say I enjoy Resident Evil puzzles more than the Blueprints puzzles. Because at least Resident Evil, you're like, oh, like, here's the solution to this thing. And then you're like, oh, okay. And then you have to, like, go back and figure, like, remember shit, whatever. You'll sometimes have to combine items. And it's not really a puzzle, but yeah, it does have puzzles. Let's go. For me, Zelda is kind of the sweet spot sometimes with the rooms and shit. Speaking of, it's not super hard, but it still feels nice to solve the case. Yeah, that's the thing. I think to me, a puzzle has to feel satisfying, and Blueprints has the type of puzzles that I do not find satisfying because it'll be shit that is like, I don't know. I've done some puzzle events. Not gonna go into details because it's kind of doxing, but I've done some puzzle events, and it'll be shit that is like, there's always one puzzle that you're like, I have no idea how the fuck to solve this. And then you get the solution, and sometimes it's like, oh, I didn't realize this thing. Then it's pretty straightforward or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. And then there are the puzzles that are like, well, actually, if you turn the paper sideways and then you put it up against the sun, then you're able to see that there's actually a semaphore flag. And then you use the semaphore alphabet to get this sentence that is actually nonsensical, and then you have to use a cipher to and at that point I'm just like, you're just being obtuse. You're just being obtuse for no, like, as a puzzle, and that's not a fucking puzzle. It reminds me of those fucking whatchamacallit, those, what are they called? There's a term for something riddles where it's like the whole, oh, there's a man naked in the middle of the desert and he's holding a bag of whatever the fuck. And then you're supposed to infer, like, oh, the man was in a balloon and then couldn't figure out how to make the balloon go higher because he was in the middle of the desert. So then he started taking off all of his clothes and, like, took off the bag of sand, but then the sand was heavier than he expected, so he fell in the desert with the bag of sand. And I'm just like, that's not solving a puzzle. That's creative writing. That's, yeah, Crispy the Puzzle Master. I'm just opinionated. I have opinions. I remember walking into a room and clicking on a bunch of things and nothing happened and being like, oh, okay, so the items are just decorative unless it's clearly indicated. But then some of the puzzles are that you just click on a thing. Yes! I'm not gonna reveal where this happened, but I ran into okay. I found a room that I realized had some hints for something that I had seen in a different part of the game. And I was like, oh, this is a solution for this puzzle in this other area. So I made a note of that. I had to wait a few runs to be able to get the RNG for that room, right? I go to the room, I do the thing that I'm supposed to be doing, and, I solved the puzzle, leads me to another room, and I couldn't do shit in that room. There was nothing fucking else to do in that room. I looked up online, and basically the solution was that, yeah, you were supposed to figure out that there's something else in that room that you can touch. But there was nothing there was fucking nothing in that room, and no indication that there was anything that you could do. And it's like, why is the solution to the puzzle another puzzle with no clear, explanation? I found the other solution to a different thing by happenstance, because I happened to build a room in a particular way, and it led me to figure out some shit that I wouldn't have discovered otherwise. But there are so many times that I will, solve a puzzle, and then, or at least it feels now that there's multiple times that I've solved puzzles, and the solution is nothing actually useful for me at that time. So that feels really unsatisfying. I can see why people think why it got nominated for Best Indie Title, because it is, if you enjoy this type of puzzle roguelite thing, I mean, it's really creative as a concept. It's really well executed. I like the art style for what it is. Sorry, maybe not well executed, but it's really well designed in terms of how many puzzles there are, how many layers there are. There's people that talk about how they've played it for 200-300 hours just to be able to uncover everything. And there seems to be a broader undercurrent of plot than what you see originally at first. But people are like, oh yeah, it takes you 30 hours to get through the first, third of the game, and then you really find out what the game is actually about. And I'm just like, why? I don't know. Why make that the first? I don't know. I find it hard to not compare it to Hades, because it's the only other roguelite that I've played. But I feel like Hades, at least, you can have an ulterior goal or a longer term goal relative to what is originally implied as your original goal in the game. And that's something that works well from a narrative perspective. Sorry, this is now a TED Talk. But that's something that works well from a narrative perspective, because the best stories are the ones that have the character go through a journey where they accomplish not what they want, but they get what they need. So, in the case of Hades wants to get out of hell because he doesn't feel like he fits in there. But what he actually needs is to figure out how to connect with the people around him and how to get that sense of connection. And that's kind of instigated too, where, he gets more of that purpose once he realizes that Nyx is not his mom. So anyway, like, you know, so as a roguelike, that's like, okay, like, you might have known, like, oh, okay, like, I have to beat all of these levels of the underworld, and gasp, I know, the first 5 minutes of the game spoiled. Well, it is literally after, like, the first run or two, right? Nyx isn't Hades' mom? Wait, shit, not Hades. Zagreus. Fuck. Zigzag, not Hades. But yeah, it's just... So then once you actually beat the game, beat it, or accomplish your original objective, you realize, wait, no, I have to do this again. And it makes you want to do that more and more and more. Y'all know what I mean. Zigzag, zigzags. I mean, those nicknames are right there for the grammar. But yeah, Blueprints is just like, get to the antechamber and find room 46! And like, you can't fucking do either of those things! And then you're telling me that once you fucking get to that thing, there's a whole other bunch of other games. Like, what are we doing here? It's like Dan said, I don't have that kind of time. I have other games to play. I don't have time to give a frick about this fucking British ass fucking oligarch family. Like, I'm Zacharias. Oh, that's a ship name. I don't know with who, but well, that's almost like Zacharias and Orpheus. Sorry, this is a scene from the British period drama. Nothing ever happens. I've realized that that's part of the reason why I don't fucking like period dramas. Like, I'm sorry, but fuck Pride and Prejudice. Shit's so fucking boring. This can't be a coincidence. This looks like 6x. But yeah, fuck. Oh, Rachel's like, hold up, can I quit? Big words. Like, no, here's the thing. It's like, I was thinking about this earlier because I'm like, oh my god, I can't fucking. Same thing with Downton Abbey. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this interpersonal drama that's based on nothing but people just looking at each other and then being too fucking British to do anything about it. No, I haven't read Pride and Prejudice or seen any movies. Oh, I see. I like to read Pride and Prejudice, but I've already seen the best adaptation. Is it one of those where it's like it takes liberties on it, where it's not actually Pride and Prejudice, but it's like, or is it Pride and Prejudice and zombies? But the literature girlies will come for you, queen. I know! And I'm fucking ready to make them clutch their pearls and have them fucking slap me with their dainty fucking gloves. But it's the Lizzie Bennet Diaries. Oh, fair enough. Who contributed? Luca! Hello! I hope you're having a good one. I'm talking shit about Pride and Prejudice. No, but it's so fucking, like, I'm sorry, I don't... Give me a story with actual fucking problems. You know what I mean? I don't want to think about how Elizabeth is too fucking annoyed with Mr. Darcy and his very rude ways. And then her sister gets hitched, and then she's like, oh my. But maybe, perhaps. That's the whole fucking book. That's the whole fucking book! That's it! It didn't need to be 200 fucking pages! Fucking hell. The Jane Austen girlies can come fight me in the parking lot. I'm not even wearing... Oh no, I am wearing the earrings. But I can't take them off, but it's fine. They're studs. Nobody's gonna yank on them. I'm ready to fight. I'm not wearing gangly ass earrings. I'm not wearing earrings out of my ass either. I'm not sure that's exactly how it goes. I mean, no, that's pretty much how it goes. That's the 6-word summary a la Ernest Hemingway style, you know? That's basically how it goes. I mean, even Wuthering Heights. I haven't read it, but it's just like, oh shit, this person's actually fucking terrible. Okay, this is more to chew on. I don't know. But yeah, I don't give a fuck about yeah, I don't know. Just personal preference, but also yeah, I don't want to read about more rich British people problems. I want to read it just to see what you're going on about. I mean, I also read it when I was in high school, and I will be completely honest. I hated pretty much every book that I read for AP English. AP English language, which is different from AP English literature. But I hated pretty much every book that I read except for Catcher in the Rye because I thought that that one was the most more relatable and real one. I was literally holding Caulfield, y'all. Love that one. I feel like now I can actually appreciate it, but I went through the whole stage of I read it as a teen and I was like, finally a book that fucking gets it. The irony was Crispy's such a redditor. Caught canon teenage experience. Yup. I mean, I was like the same age as Holden too. So like I anyway. I was like, this book is real as hell. Then I read it a few years later and I was like, fucking what? Like, what? This Holden is fucking crazy. This is so cringe. I am fucking dying. And then I reread it again, and now I'm like, okay, like fucking Giga Chad historian being like, you know what? This is just monumental because it was writing about the teenage experience for the first time ever. If it helps Lazy Benny Diary, it says about a middle class American YouTube vlogger. That's different. I've never seen it, but I've heard about it. The English class book I remember liking the most was To Kill a Mockingbird. I love To Kill a Mockingbird, but I did not read that one in English class. I never read To Kill a Mockingbird or Romeo and Juliet. I don't know. I read a bunch of other Shakespeare shit, but not Romeo and Juliet first. I still haven't read it. But yeah, what did we read? I still have most of the books, and I kept them in the order in which I read them, but yeah, what did we read, um, some fucking weird ones and some of your typical ones. We read A Farewell to Arms, which I fucking hated the sexism in there. Like, just, yike. Of Mice and Men, I want to read that one. Flowers for Algernon, I have read that one. And that one's good. It feels a little bit overdone / cliche, but I think that's just because that was the first book that then became like a cartoon episode, obligatory episode type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, you've seen that in a bunch of other things, but but when it's the first one, you're like, oh shit, like, like, is what I'm does that make sense? I don't think that sentence made sense. Where it, like, becomes cliche, but it was because it was the first one. Wait, what else has done that? I just think of random cartoon episodes where somebody suddenly gets extremely smart. One of the characters gets extremely smart, and then it gets undone by the end of the episode. Like, I'm trying to think of any particular episodes, but maybe Ed, Edd and Eddy did that. They did it in It's Always Sunny. Yeah, like, it just becomes a type of episode to do. For Futurama did it. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. So see, there's multiple examples. Same thing with Rashomon. where it's the typical, or like the now typical thing where there's a disagreement and two people are fighting, and it's like, hey, what's going on, why are you guys fighting? And person A will be like, oh, I'll tell you exactly what happened, and then they paint one version of the story, and then person B is like, no, this is actually what happened, and then they paint version B of the story, and then it turns out that the reality is a combination of the two. Rashomon is so good. I've never seen it. Gio has seen it. Um and um yeah, he, like, I didn't realize that that was the first movie to ever do something like that. And now, like, like it just becomes a like a blueprint for TV episodes, basically, for kids. I don't think I had experienced it before the book. Well, maybe Pinky and the Brain. Yeah, I mean, the book came out in the 60s, I want to say. I also read a book that's kind of on the same vein recently that was, like, not even close to being as good, by Blake Crouch. Oh yeah, it was Upgrade. Upgrade. Not good. Would not. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was still like a 2 or a 3 out of 5. Just, it's shittier Flowers for Algernon. But that's a great fucking book. Even though, wait, hold up. Even though I don't think it's an appropriate representation of mental illness, it's, yeah, I agree. It's not. I will say, for the time period in which it was written, it I I give it a pass. Cause yeah, when was Flowers for Algernon written? First published in 1959. They are at least sympathetic, yes. I mean, this was the time period where it was just like, I don't know, just like, oh, your woman has opinions? Oh, well, either that's either the hysteria or we can do a lobotomy. So here's a dildo. I wish that I was joking, but well, maybe not. Maybe not in the 50s, but a little bit before then. Let me see. Wait, how long was hysteria a thing? Oh, I also did like Tom Sawyer, Huck Finn. That's my basic white boy take. I never read those. I had to read Puddinghead Wilson. That's the only book that I skipped. Oh, The Great Gatsby. I read that, and I had seen it be called The Great American Novel. I understand on a literary sense why it is significant and all the symbolism and grander themes that it's trying to communicate via allegory and simile and metaphors and shit. But Crispy, the green light should not have been given to the book. The green light should not have been given. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. But it's not a good story. I mean, I don't know. The characters are also unlikable. I think I've become softer to it. I used to hate The Great Gatsby. To be fair, it flopped. It's just not a good story. Like, The Great American Novel. That's a hell of a fucking title. And it's like, I don't know. A book that I enjoyed is The Count of Monte Cristo. It eventually rebounded. Yes, it did. And it almost rebounded too far. Wait, when was Hysteria a thing? Oh shit, no, it wasn't the 19th century. When did it stop being a thing? Oh my god. Okay, wait, no, I was kind of right. Um, Hysteria was officially removed from the DSM in 1980. You could get diagnosed with hysteria less than 50 years ago. Oh. I think Fitzgerald might have been dead by the time Gatsby was popular. I think you're right. Contemporary critics said it wasn't as good as his last book, which I can't even tell you. Other of his books. I liked the way A Farewell to Arms was written, but I just couldn't deal with the some of the sexism, which is accurate for the era, but yeah. Yeah, nobody remembers it. Yeah.
Do you
Hello.
want me to turn off the keep warm? I forgot.
What's that?
On the meat, do you want me to turn off the keep warm?
No, keep it at keep warm.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. But remember is not what is popular. Yeah. But then it also helps if you have a teachers hammer it in English classes for the next few decades. What other books did I read? I read oh my god. The other book that I read was this is not a good selection of books, I don't think. But yeah, we read The Scarlet Letter. That's an example of the opposite, where it's a good story, but oh my fucking god, the prose was so dense and overdrawn. I did not care for The Scarlet Letter. Yeah. Like it's I think it works well as a story when adapted for other mediums, but yeah, never read that one. It's watch like a movie adaptation or watch ECA. I've never seen ECA, but like oh my fucking god, it's so I remember my biggest like I read this so long ago and still I remember just this might be the first time that I fell asleep reading a book. And I was not tired. I was just bored. ECA is good. ECA is pretty good. Okay, I should watch it. But yeah, cuz it's I mean it's a great story. Very Ojai. What? What? A city in Ventura County, California. I've never heard of this place. Stream breaking? Oh shit. For just me? Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, y'all. Oh, oops. I wonder if this is what's causing it. Rip? Oh no! I'm still alive! Wait. That's so weird. Oh no, I see it now. What's going on? I'm gonna see if I can pause some of the things that are going on. Not that I really have anything going on, but can y'all hear me okay? I don't know what's going on. Let me message to you. You're live? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on because it's not on Twitch's side. So I think it's something with my internet, just very delayed. Oh fuck. Extremely delayed. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm not downloading or doing anything on my side. Um oh fuck. You just asked if we can hear you. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Cause yeah, music is streaming just fine. I'm gonna pause that real quick just to see if that helps any. Um, hold up. Hold up, y'all. I'm gonna try to see if I can fix this. Oh, I don't think I can change it. Hmm. Let me just try this real quick. I have to lurk while I make food. I hope you have fun making food. More hangs. Oh. I haven't seen it getting more delayed in a bit. Oh gosh. Hey Rachel, enjoy the lurk and the cheese run. Yeah, I don't know. The only thing that the only other thing that I could change is not something I can change while I'm live. Okay, let me see if that works. Ping. Okay. Hopefully it's not too delayed, but it probably will be. I don't know. I have so many dropped frames. I don't know what's going on. Hmm. Oh, okay, we're back to green. We're back to green. I literally changed nothing after the last few bits. I just waited a little bit. Oh, we're getting. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I don't know what's going on. $58 seconds? What the fuck? That's wild. Yeah, I think it's just a temporary encoding thing. Either that or something going on with like the Twitch connectivity side of things. I don't know. I don't know. That's fucking weird. That's very fucking weird. It should be better now. Seems okay for the moment. Yeah, I didn't really change anything. The bitrate is showing that it is going down, but on Twitch, but I think it's stable for now. We'll see. We'll have to see. Might have been some kind of internet slowness. Yeah, I messaged Gio because he should not. I don't think he has anything super intense going on right now. There's nothing happening on my side, and I paused the only thing that might be kind of big. I'm gonna exit out of a bunch of stuff though. Um, just in case. Let's see what else. That's about it. Um, but yeah, sorry about that, y'all. I don't know what happened, but it seems to be better now. Also the percentage of drop frames was 6.9. Nice. I like how I just asked to quit the EA app and instead it just opened it up. Exit. This reminds me of that era when apps would make their exit button just minimize the app. Like Spotify did that for a while, and it was so fucking annoying because I'm like, you are breaking a paradigm that is in every other fucking app and has been around for literally decades at this point. What the fuck are you doing? Anyway, y'all, Twilight Princess? I think it's Twilight Princess time before shit goes more sideways. This is the most satisfying sound, actually. Toilet Princess! I mean, I have never seen her and toilets in the same room, so. You know, who's to say? Who's to say that she's not the Toilet Princess? Also, Dan, I think we're past the worst of the spooters. As in, I don't think that there are more spooters in the game, so got that going for us. Oh, yeah, we only have to deal with that in a 2 temples. But yeah, where did we leave off last time, y'all? I left off, oh shit, oh fuck. Oh, gently putting you down while I get run over. But yeah, I spent a bunch of time accidentally backtracking because I didn't realize that I needed to be a heavier link to unlock something. So I accidentally backtracked and then had to re-on-backtrack. Which was really great cardio, if you think about it. I don't think so either. Wait, what? Oh. What, the fact that you've never seen the Twilight Princess in a toilet in the same room? Oh! Always free on backtracking. Yeah, exactly. That's just what my life is about. Also, uh-oh. Oh, you don't think that there's gonna be more spooters. Also, Rachel, what are you making? I hope it's good food. You always make tasty shit, so... Or what looks like tasty shit. Frames? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh... I don't know what to do! I'm just a girl! Yeah, the frames are kind of bored. What's happening? Yeah, Geo says that the internet is being potato in general, so I think it's on my side. Okay, we're about to reset the router. Oh fuck, I'm about to get... We're truly at the mercy of internet whims. I will say my internet is pretty